Hello and welcome to Quiz Class. I'm your host, Ellen, and today we will be looking at 100 questions on general knowledge. Let's take a look at our Quiz Class awards. Let us know how you rank in the comments at the end. And here we have our categories for today. So let's begin with language dialects. In which country is the Castilian dialect considered the most widely used form of the language? Spain, Mexico, or Colombia? Spain. Which of the following groups have influenced the Appalachian English dialect? Scots and Irish, Germanic and Slavic, or French and Portuguese? Scots and Irish. Which of the following dialects is famously used in Southeast Asia? Mandarin, Hakka, or Shanghainese? Hakka. What characteristics makes the London Cockney dialect unique? Dropping the R sound, softening the G in ing, or substituting the TH with F? Substituting the sound with F. Which historic language is the Geordie dialect most closely connected to? Latin, Anglo-Saxon, or Old Norse? Anglo-Saxon. Which ancient language is acknowledged as the basis of the Sicilian dialect? Arabic, Greek, or Latin? Greek. What makes Argentina's Rioplatense Spanish from other Spanish dialects? Slang, pronunciation, or vocabulary? Pronunciation. Which languages influence the Maghrebi Arabic dialect? French and Berber, English and Italian, or Persian and Hebrew? French and Berber. Which language shares characteristics with the Ulster Scots dialect spoken in Northern Ireland? Irish, Scots, or Welsh? Scots. Which language had the biggest influence on the development of the Louisiana Creole dialect? French, Italian, or Spanish? French. What is the main feature of the Swiss German dialect? Simplified grammar, the use of diphthongs, or the use of High German vocabulary? The use of diphthongs. Which language has the most influence on the Creole dialect spoken in Sierra Leone? English, Portuguese, or African languages? English. Why is the Basque dialect considered totally different from other languages? It uses a different alphabet, it was influenced solely by Latin, or it has no linguistic relatives? It has no linguistic relatives. What differentiates the Kansai dialect from the Tokyo dialect? tone and pitch accent, use of kanji characters, or vocabulary and pronunciation? Vocabulary and pronunciation. Which European language did the Afrikaans dialect originate from? Dutch, French, or German? Dutch. Which dialect is spoken by the Maori people in New Zealand the most? The Te Reo Maori. Which ancient language group has influenced the English dialect in Canada? Celtic, Latin, or Germanic? Celtic. Which country in Europe has the majority of Sorbian speakers? Austria, Poland, or Germany? Germany. The Tuscan dialect, known for its usage in opera, belongs to which country? Italy, France, or Portugal? Italy. Question 20. Which languages influence the Bajan dialect spoken in Barbados? English and African, English and Spanish, or Dutch and German? English and African. Let's move over to prominent athletes. For question 21, which athlete is known as the Brown Bomber? Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano, or Jack Johnson? Joe Louis. How many Olympic gold medals did Florence Griffith Joyner win in a single games? 1, 3, or 5? 3. Which football player known for the Heisman pose won the trophy in 1968? Archie Griffin, John Huarte, or O.J. Simpson? O.J. Simpson. Deion Sanders is the only athlete known for playing in the Super Bowl and which other championship? The NBA Finals, the MLS Cup, or the World Series? World Series. In which sport did Jackie Robinson break the color barrier in 1947? Baseball, basketball, or football? Baseball. What is Billie Jean King known for in sports advocacy? Racial equality, gender equality, or youth sports programs? Gender equality. Which swimmer won 23 gold medals at the Olympics? Ian Thorpe, Mark Spitz, or Michael Phelps? Michael Phelps. Which female tennis player was the first to win a Grand Slam? Althea Gibson, Margaret Court, or Serena Williams? Althea Gibson. Who is often referred to as His Airness? Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, or Michael Jordan? Michael Jordan. Which golfer earned 6 victories at the Masters tournament? Gary Player, Tiger Woods, or Jack Nicklaus? Jack Nicklaus. Which athlete set the world record for the 100 meters with a time of 9.58 seconds? Carl Lewis, Justin Gatlin, or Usain Bolt? Usain Bolt. Which woman boxer won the gold medal at the 2012 London Olympics? Mary Kom, Nicola Adams, or Clarissa Shields? Nicola Adams. Who is best known for his role in The Miracle on Ice? Jim Craig, Herb Brooks, or Mike Eruzione? Herb Brooks. Which gymnast won 6 Olympic medals at the 1996 Atlanta Olympics? Simone Biles, Shannon Miller, or Nadia Comaneci? Shannon Miller. Which athlete is famous for playing with the San Francisco 49ers? Jerry Rice, John Elway, or Joe Montana? Joe Montana. Wilt Chamberlain scored how many points in a single NBA game? 80, 90, or 100? 100. Tommy Smith protested for civil rights during which Olympics? The 1964 Tokyo Olympics, 1968 Mexico City Olympics, or 1972 Munich Olympics? The 1968 Mexico City Olympics. How many gold medals did Mark Spitz receive at the 1972 Olympics? 3, 5, or 7? 7. Who is coined as the fastest man alive? Carl Lewis, Tyson Gay, or Usain Bolt? Usain Bolt. In which year did Barry Bonds hit 73 home runs? 1998, 2001, or 2009? 2001. Let's move over to laws and policies for question 41. What is the United States 13th Amendment's primary goal? To abolish slavery, establish income tax, or protect freedom of speech? To abolish slavery. The Voting Rights Act of 1965 aimed to lower voting age, limit terms for officials, or stop racial discrimination in voting. Stop racial discrimination in voting. Who established the principle of judicial review in the United States? Roe versus Wade, Miranda versus Arizona, or Marbury versus Madison? Marbury versus Madison. Addressing national origin, religion, and race, which act prevents discrimination? Equal Pay Act, Civil Rights Act, or Equal Employment Opportunity Act? Civil Rights Act. What does filibuster mean? Amend a bill, delay or prevent a vote, or speed up legislative decisions? Delay or prevent a vote. The Affordable Care Act is designed for which group of people? Elderly citizens, low-income families, or unemployed individuals? Low-income families. The Montreal Protocol aimed to reduce the production of which substances? Toxic substances, radioactive substances, or ozone-depleting substances? Ozone-depleting substances. The Patriot Act is an act to combat which group of people? Terrorists, organized crime, or human traffickers? Terrorists. When was the Social Security Act established in the United States? 1925, 1935, or 1945? 1935. The Dodd-Frank Wall Street Reform and Consumer Protection Act was a response to which crisis? The financial crisis, loan crisis, or stock market crash? Financial crisis. Which case established the separate but equal doctrine? Roe versus Wade, Plessy versus Ferguson, or Marbury versus Madison? Plessy versus Ferguson. What does the United States' 19th Amendment accomplish? Protects freedom of speech, establishes income tax, or grants women the right to vote? Grants women the right to vote. In which year did the National Environmental Policy Act become law? 1950, 1960, or 1970? 1970. Who was the president when the Americans with Disabilities Act was established? Bill Clinton, Ronald Reagan, or George H.W. Bush? George H.W. Bush. Which bill provided educational benefits to returning World War II veterans? The GI Bill, the Veterans Benefits Bill, or the National Defense Education Bill? The GI Bill. What basis does wage discrimination have under the Equal Pay Act of 1963? Age, sex, or race? Sex. The Freedom of Information Act is solely for ensuring national security, protecting individual privacy, or assessing government records. Assessing government records. Which law mandates that employers provide accommodations for their disabled workers? Civil Rights Act, Fair Labor Standards Act, or Americans with Disabilities Act? Americans with Disabilities Act. The Clean Water Act was proposed by whom? Gerald Ford, Jimmy Carter, or Edmund S. Muskie? Edmund S. Muskie. The Foreign Corrupt Practices Act protects which group? Investors, domestic employees, or nonprofit organizations? Investors. Let's move over to cultural heritage sites. Question 61. Which country preserves Petra's water conduit system today? Iraq, Egypt, or Jordan? Jordan. The Great Wall of China was built to protect against which group? Traders, farmers, or Mongols? Mongols. The lost city of the Incas is also known as Tikal, Chichen Itza, or Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu. Which mausoleum was built by Emperor Shah Jahan? Red Fort, Taj Mahal, or Qutub Minar? The Taj Mahal. Which city is closest to the Giza pyramids? Giza, Cairo, or Alexandria? Cairo. Which historic site in Greece was dedicated to the goddess Athena? Delphi, Olympia, or Parthenon? Parthenon. Which city in Italy is known for its canals and Renaissance art? Milan, Rome, or Venice? Venice. In which ancient city can you find intricate Mayan architecture? Tikal, Petra, or Angkor Wat? Tikal. The Colosseum in Rome was used for which event? Chariot races, gladiatorial contests, or religious ceremonies? Gladiatorial contests. Stonehenge is famous for being a prehistoric site located in which country? Scotland, Ireland, or England? England. In which century was Angkor Wat built? The 10th, the 12th, or the 14th? The 12th century. In Athens, what does the Acropolis represent? Democracy, military power, or religious devotion? Democracy. The historic town of Dubrovnik is also known as the Pearl of the Adriatic, the Venice of the North, or the Jewel of the Mediterranean. The Pearl of the Adriatic. The ancient city of Pompeii is located near which volcano? Mount Etna, Mount Olympus, or Mount Vesuvius? Mount Vesuvius. Which site in Peru has massive stone terraces? Chan Chan, Machu Picchu, or Sacsayhuaman? Machu Picchu. The UNESCO World Site of the Great Barrier Reef is located in which country? Australia, Canada, or South Africa? Australia. Which civilization is associated with Chichen Itza? Inca, Maya, or Aztec? Maya. The historic city of Marrakesh is famous for its souks, ancient ruins, or coastal beaches. Souks. The Galapagos Islands are famous for their natural beauty, urban nightlife, or industrial advancements. Their natural beauty. The rock-hewn churches of Lalibela are popular for their modern architecture, monolithic architecture, or historical ruins. Monolithic architecture. And let's move over to traditional medicines for question 81. Acupuncture involves inserting needles for what purpose? Increasing muscle mass, reducing blood pressure, or stimulating specific points to relieve pain? Stimulating specific points to relieve pain. What is another term for herbal medicine? Phytotherapy, holistic therapy, or traditional medicine? Phytotherapy. That's phytotherapy. What are the 3 doshas important for health according to Ayurveda? Fire, water, earth, vata, pitta, kapha, or ether, matter, spirit? Vata, pitta, kapha. What is the popular traditional healing system from India? Unani, Siddha, or Ayurveda? Ayurveda. This method is used to help other body parts heal, and it is called reflexology, chiropractic care, or massage therapy. Reflexology. The use of tongue and pulse examination is common in which country? China, India, or Thailand? China. In traditional Chinese medicine, what therapy promotes blood flow? Moxibustion, herbal medicine, or cupping therapy? Cupping therapy. What type of medicine involves the use of rituals and spiritual practices? Folk, modern, or conventional? folk medicine. What does qi refer to in traditional Chinese medicine? Blood flow, vital energy, or body temperature? Vital energy. What herbal medicine is recommended for memory improvement? Peppermint, valerian root, or ginkgo biloba? Ginkgo biloba. Detoxification therapies in India are called Siddha, naturopathy, or Panchakarma. Panchakarma. In which country is crystal therapy commonly used? Brazil, India, or the United States? The United States. In which traditional medicine is the balance of bodily humors promoted? Homeopathy, Greek medicine, or naturopathy? Greek medicine. The use of medicinal mushrooms in traditional medicine is good for enhancing memory, reducing inflammation, or boosting the immune system. For boosting the immune system. Like cures like, or similia similibus, curantur is a principle of what therapy? Homeopathy, naturopathy, or acupuncture? That would be homeopathy. Unani medicine originated from which ancient country? China, Egypt, or Greece? Greece. The traditional practice of shamanism focuses on dietary changes, spiritual healing, or physical therapies. Spiritual healing. The four humors theory in ancient medicine includes which of the following? Air, water, fire, earth, flesh, blood, bone, spirit, or blood, phlegm, yellow bile, and black bile? Blood, phlegm, yellow, and black bile. What is the main focus of moxibustion? Massage therapy, herbal remedies application, or balancing the body's energy flow? Balancing the body's energy flow. What is the primary technique used in shiatsu? Herbal applications, massage with essential oils, or finger pressure on specific points? Finger pressure on specific points. And our bonus question, in Stonehenge, is Stonehenge considered man-made or not man-made? Let us know the answer in the comments, along with your quiz class Einstein ranking. We'd love to hear it. As always, thanks for playing this quiz. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.